In my honest opinion, there are a few dishes that top a dish made with fresh seafood.
Ah. How about a dish with fresh seafood stuffed with fresh seafood?
Oh my goodness. Now you're talking.
Now we're talking, and that's what we're doing in the Delmarva Live Kitchen today with Joe White, who is the owner of the Salty Wave Seafood Market in Harrington, Delaware. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
What are we doing? What do you?
Well, the inspiration for this is like an Easter dinner, Mother's Day dinner, where you want to cook something nice, something fresh.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be in the kitchen for 2 or 3 hours while you have guests over that you maybe don't get to see all the time.
Right, okay.
So you can make this ahead?
You can prep this ahead. So even on a Saturday, you can go ahead and prep it. I'm going to show you how to prep it. Put it in the fridge, cover it, and then when you go to cook it in the oven, it's easy.
Okay.
So
Awesome. So this is a stuffed?
It's a stuffed flounder. You can use haddock or turbo or some other type of whitefish.
Right.
But the key is, I mean, we're not doing anything real fancy, but all the ingredients are fresh. So you're not going to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. It's going to taste great, but I mean, we're not trying to recreate any.
I like the way you talk, Joe.
So,
All right, well, let's get to it. What do you need us to do here?
Lisa, I was going to ask you if you just going to cut these flounder fillets right in half. Okay.
Wait,
just
like
right,
that?
just right
okay,
like that.
I can do that.
And Jimmy, if you'll just chop up those peppers, and then we'll get adding the crab meat as well. I'll get started on that.
Crab meat. Aha.
Fresh hand-picked crab meat. It's the only thing we sell.
You like fresh, don't you?
Everything you sell is fresh.
It is, and you know, if you come in and you have questions about how to make something, we cook with this stuff ourselves at home. We use this stuff in our restaurants as well, Shrimp Boat and at Salty Wave.
Yeah.
So I got a pound of crab meat here.
Are you ready to go in? You want more in this?
Yeah,
a little more?
a little bit more, but go ahead and dump those in. And I'm going to add the egg while you're doing that. And
I learned how to open an egg yesterday, so.
Did I do it right?
Well, I thought you did great.
Oh, okay.
I was just wanting to show off a little bit, but you know.
So you threw in some was that parsley?
Yeah, parsley,
and
mayo.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, similar to a crab cake recipe. We don't add any peppers or anything to our crab cakes, but anything you like, you can use shallots in there if you want.
But you have to add the Shrimp Boat crab seasoning.
We're getting ready to do that, yeah. And we're going to put it on your fish too.
And we're going to put it on my fish. Oh, good, good.
So
still working on that recipe.
All right, so and I put a little bit of breadcrumbs in there just to kind of hold it together. So you see on this fish, you have the tail side, and we're going to do. I put a little olive oil in this tray because you don't want to fight it later. But if you'll just put the tail pieces right in the bottom, I think you got those two right there.
Okay.
Do I need to be mixing this or something?
Oh yes, would you mix that? That'd be perfect.
Spatula, hands, does it matter?
It's either one, whatever you feel good with. Just a little bit of oil on top of that. And then we're going to add this mixture Jimmy has right to it.
Oh, did you need it quickly?
That's
there was the problem right there. Had you said quickly, then Lisa would have done it.
You're doing a great job, and you're folding it because you don't want to mix it too hard. Right?
Yeah, and you know, actually, that's a good point. We don't want to waste jumbo lump on this, so I actually use lump, or you can use back fin. If you've got back fin, you just want to make sure you don't have any shells. That's perfect.
Good there.
Actually. Yep.
All right.
So now I'm going to put 4 in this tray. Normally, you would make 2 of them, which is eight folks, and all you want to do is just portion it out just enough, just to cover that half of that.
Okay, I
just
can
like
do that. All right. This is the stuffing part of
this. This is the stuff.
This is the stuff.
Yep.
All right. And you said you can use what other fish can you use?
Haddock, turbo, which is hybrid fish. It's a flat fish too, just like flounder. It's a little harder to find at certain times of the year. The point is, if you go into a fish market, if you come into our market, whatever they're catching at the time, that's a flat white fish, you're going to be able to use.
Oh, okay.
So don't try to get something that's frozen or anything like that. So we're going to put those right on top.
All right. There we go.
And then you always want to season them.
And that's just plain old salt there.
Just kosher salt. And then,
as
you said,
here it comes.
You want to do this?
Yeah, I do. This is.
And you could actually be pretty generous with it because the flounder is not a real heavy fish, so we're going to bring a lot of the flavor to it.
There we go. How's that? Is that generous enough?
That's perfect.
All right.
And then just a little bit of lemon right over top. Anytime you're cooking with fresh fish, lemon is gonna,
I know, right? Lots of lemon.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. And then, so there's 4 right here. And again, so the night before, if you want to spend the time with your family, you would actually do 2 trays of these overnight and just cover them. Don't leave them on the counter.
No.
Right from the fridge, right into the oven, about 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes.
So
At what
you're done.
temperature?
350.
350?
Yep.
Okay.
And I would start them covered normally, but at the same time, you can, as long as you're happy with them brown, the thin fish is going to cook quickly.
Okay, and of course we're going to have the recipe on our website, delmarvalife.com. You can also send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland 21801. Give us a call if you want the recipe as well, 443-880-9116. And
Man,
through the
you know how
magic
to-
of television, we have
That
our
television,
entire
you are
Easter
so good
meal
with this.
right here.
Wow.
And
So
I just happen to have a fork.
In another pan, I just had a stack of fresh green beans with some garlic and some white wine, and another one with some red potatoes chopped up with some parsley, shrimp seasoning, and all of them just went in the oven.
It all went in
Joe,
the
this
oven.
is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic.
And you haven't even taken a bite yet. You're just tasting with your eyes
yes,
right now.
I'm enjoying it as it is, but I'm going to enjoy it some more. So, Joe, thank you very much.
Thanks for having
we
me
wish
on.
you a very happy Easter and that everything goes well. Huh? Yeah?
This is very good. This is very good indeed. And I can taste that seasoning. I
Oh, my
love that shrimp boat crab seasoning. Joe White, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Salty Wave is in Harrington.